Hi, John, and thank you so much for being with us in such times. It's always a blessing to share the practice with you. My question is, in such time, if I may call it awakening, where cultivating mindfulness is much, much needed, how do we as practitioners or even teachers navigate or deal with friends and family members who are rejecting the concept of mindfulness without even trying? How can we be mindful about that? Do we keep trying, or do we simply just let them be?
I can feel the energy in that question. And I think that it's not an uncommon question, so
Yeah.
it can't possibly just be your question. And that's one of the beauties of our engaging in this way together with thousands of us online at any one moment, that your question actually reflects something that probably a whole lot of people are dealing with. And what I would say, Rasha, is that first of all, we need to be very careful about or very mindful of our own motivation in regard to this challenge. Okay. And even as you use the word concept in association with mindfulness, as soon as we wind up turning mindfulness into a concept, we've already denatured it. So it's very hard to actually express what it is that we most want for the people who we're hoping will connect with what you have encountered and deeply trust and know and value, and you want to share it. I think that ultimately the best way to share it is to simply be mindful yourself and let everybody be exactly as they are, and don't have some kind of project or hidden agenda around helping other people to be more mindful. The more you are your own center and axis of centeredness and stability, the more valuable you are to the people who love you the most and who with whom you are in relationship, and let them just be who and as they are. Meanwhile, you're practicing. And the fact that you hold this space in a certain kind of way transforms everything, including all those relationships. Over time, that may result in them wanting to sit with you or whatever. I'll mention this, it's not exactly in line with your question. I finished answering your question, but in terms of like a suggestion for all of us, even if there were no crisis, pandemic at the moment, I think it's sometimes useful to put meditation cushions around your house in different places. And then don't just sit in your one meditative space in your room or wherever you have it, but sit in the living room, sit in all over the house, have meditation cushions. I've started to do that and it's wonderful. And then people actually see you be silent a lot of the time. Sometimes they might even appreciate that. Sometimes they might even want to sit with you if you happen to be sitting there in the living room on the floor, and they'll sit on the couch or something like that. But be careful about proselytizing mindfulness. The way mindfulness most gets transmitted is through embodied wakefulness. And then everybody is immediately touched because the real you has shown up in some way, and it's beyond words.